Hello mechanics, and welcome back to How a Scout Thinks. Today I'm running the stock scattergun, cleaver, and sandman combo on... what was this? My brain isn't thinking of the map. I know the map, I've played it a lot. But oh well. Starting right off the bat, I'm going to just start in on a topic that a lot of scouts don't cover much. They just say, hey, you gotta aim better, or, you know, aim with strafing, not with your mouse. And it's actually a combination of both, as I've witnessed, and... the way I do it is I try to snap to the target that I'm going to shoot, but at the same time I try to snap to it like using a combination of strafing and my mouse. You see, I start strafing and I miss a couple, but then I start flicking my shots up and towards the guy as I'm aiming, and I hit 2 out of 3 fairly consistently. Up ahead is the engineer. We have this lovely heavy here, and you can see the bottle on the cart. I don't notice that until later, that the bottle is standing on its top on the cart. I send my ball and my cleaver downrange to kind of scare him off a little bit, and then I actually I noticed the bottle on the cart finally after a little while of just running around it right there. I'm just like, wait a minute, what the fuck is this? Take a second or two to stare at it before actually moving on with my day. This scout here is just completely like, I don't know what he's doing. He's checking his Facebook or something, but he comes back to life. I give him a little shake of the head like, nah man, what the fuck are you doing? A couple of well-placed shots on the medic to attempt to kill him, and right there is a spy version of me in the corner. Promptly gets shot through the wall. Interesting to watch. We're going to have a lot of problem with spies this episode because they have a lot of spies on their team. Maybe it's because I'm recording, maybe it's because, you know, well, I don't think they... no, they never know when I'm recording unless I say it beforehand, which I don't usually. A miss on that scout with the cleaver sandman combo, but he does come back around here and gets promptly, like, completely obliterated by the entire team. Alright, I'm going to let the scout take this one over for a little bit and explain exactly what he's doing. Do you mind? Yeah, no problem, man. Alright, so I'm going up here because I'm going to be behind him, and what I want to do is I want to be right behind these guys. I took 2 shots, missed freaking everything. I'm like way off my game today. But the heavy, man, that heavy is an easy target. You get a little bit of fire from the pyro, but it's alright. I'll just come over here and get a health kit. Oh. Well, yeah, okay. Coming back around. I got my ball out. I'm going to hit somebody in the face, but I miss because there's nobody freaking there. So I just shoot the spy instead. It's easy. Alright, thank you. He is not very good at the whole live commentary. I actually get this spy pyro, but he leads me forward and into a stab. And here's something you do. Never melee battle a spy. Never. You just don't do it. Never ends well for you. You can see my mouse on screen, and I don't know if I remember that later, but apparently it was because I was typing that you even see it. That scout's jittering around a little weird, so we skip past him. He's having ping troubles. Go with the medic, and then we get on the cart. Now this is... actually, contrary to what a lot of scout mains will say, getting on the cart is really good, because a lot of scout mains, from what I see, are just like, you know, hey, run forward, shoot, run forward and shoot, and when you shoot, run forward, and don't forget to run forward while you're shooting. So I'm kind of switching that up a bit. I'm actually getting on the payload, given I have a little bit of speed boost when I'm doing that. We're dealing with a couple of soldiers over here, just swarming them at this point. It's a fairly decent push. Fairly decent roll even. I would so much as call this a roll, which is good for me. A couple of shots on that heavy as I'm retreating back to get back to the health, because this medic, I don't think this medic actually bothers healing me this entire game. Now you can see what I'm doing with the cleaver combo there. I'm actually just using it as a distraction at this point, as in, you know, distracting myself and getting killed by a pyro. Coming back through here, I see a spy come down disguised as a pyro. I don't know he's a spy at first, so I give him a couple of test shots. Just 2 meat shots to see if he's real or not. And it turns out he wasn't real. So now back up and into here. I check this ledge for more spies because they like to hang out there. I see an ice sculpture, which, you know, led me to believe there might have been a spy. And so now I'm a little bit paranoid of that ledge because I saw some bullets coming through. I was curious, so I peek the corner, and sure enough, it's just our heavy. Rolling through here. That's just our heavy. The spy disguised as a pyro is sitting around the corner right now. I take a hit from a... what was that? It was something or other. I just call it the pipe launch, the lock and load. I take a hit from that, and it almost kills me, so I find the guy who's doing it, and I give him a little bit of a scare with the cleaver combo. I know I shouldn't be using it so often because the ball just has such a weird reload time, or weird, like, comeback time, so I try not to do that. This guy's a spy, but I don't land any of my shots because I'm predicting, or I'm trying to predict. And I give him a little shake of the head when I finally do predict it. Shot actually turns out to be a crit, and I'm happy about that, so I give him a little nod. Just a cheeky little nod sitting right in there. Now my respawn times are getting a little longer, so from here on out, I'm probably going to be cutting the respawns out, or at least enough of them to get the work done. I check this guy here, and then I run forward after the spy. I'm already distracted by the spy, so I don't notice the stickies. Let's take a couple of seconds to look at that in slow motion. The stickies were right there on the ground. I should have seen that. Of course, you know, when you're in the heat of the moment, you miss a lot of things that you don't think you'd miss. You miss a lot of these obvious things, like that spy skies as a spy who runs through here, backstabs him, and gets fucked over by the soldier. Heavy medic on the cart, so I feel like it's a pretty good time, a pretty easy time to just get attacked by a soldier who's jumping in. That makes me run down here to get this health kit. There's a little battle going on there, but I don't think they notice me. I slip right by all of them. They have no freaking clue. No fucking clue. I'm still kind of in the half scout accent. This demo man drops down right on top of me, and so my friend the spy, he actually comes through and finishes off the job, I think. I'm not sure. Which may or may not be the case. It depends. Above there's an engineer, and I see this guy doing this, so I'm just going to give him a little bonk on the head. Teach him not to do that. You don't do that. Hey, buddy. Just let us play. Let's play the game. Come on. Friendlies are all well and good once in a while, but when you got people trying to Rancho Relaxo in the middle of a fucking crater... What was that, my... Okay, yeah, I actually think that was a message while I'm recording the audio for this, and not while I'm recording the video. I'm not sure. It might be both. And if that's the case, then that's really embarrassing because usually nobody texts me, so that's kind of weird. Another Sandman Cleaver combo up into the top corner, and we are right on the edge of the final bit of the point. Coming through here. Hey, Scout, let's finish off the episode. Okay? Alright, so we got this pyro, and I get lit on fire and thrown a little bit, so I just come over here. Hey, buddy. Yeah, you. Turn around, you freaking moron. Blow me out. Next time, anyway. Absolutely freaking decimate that guy. And I come through here, and this pyro air blasts me. So I jump right back onto the point from underneath it. Never saw it coming. And that is for the freaking victory. Alright, so, here's what you're gonna do. You're gonna like it, you're gonna subscribe. That's it. Peace out.